been learning about value investing, finance, just regular investment for a while now, but you don't know where to go next. You're getting confused about the vast amount of information on the internet. You don't want to waste your time on crap information. You want good information and reliable information. In this series of videos on value investing and finance education, you will find those answers to those questions and much more. My name is Jason Rivera. Welcome to Value Investing and Finance Education. Hey, Jason here. Today's video, I'm going to answer the question, is the Indian Sensex overvalued? Before I get to that though, I need to let you know you can get this series as a podcast anywhere in the world for free on all major podcasting platforms, Stitcher, iTunes, SoundCloud, Anchor, Spotify, and more. You can get this as part of the I Love Value Investing podcast anywhere in the world for free. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, I answered the question, is the U.S. stock market overvalued? With an emphatic yes. The full link to that video will be below this. But to put this into context for this video, the U.S. stock market right now is, on one metric, the most overvalued it's ever been, even worse than the tech boom in the early 2000s. On another metric, it's more overvalued than any time in history other than earlier this year before the coronavirus crash and the tech boom. It's even more overvalued than the Great Depression. Than right before the Great Depression, sorry. And on another metric, it's extremely overvalued based on the market cap GDP, which is Buffett's favorite metric to use. Today, I got a question from a viewer the other day on Facebook asking if the Indian Sensex was overvalued. So I did some research for him, and today I'm going to show you that to let you know, because we have a lot of viewers from India. Most of our viewers come from the United States, India, Philippines, in that order: United States, India, Philippines, in that order, I'm pretty sure. Today I'm going to answer the question. Today I'm going to answer, is the Indian Sensex overvalued? So I'm going to bring you to my other screen here. So here's what I wrote to Ivan Sekaria, hopefully I'm saying that right, about the Indian Sensex. According to Warren Buffett's favorite metric, the Sensex is undervalued right now at 63.9%. So according to Buffett's favorite metric, the Indian market is extremely undervalued right now. For example, the U.S. is sitting at 173.5%. This is a little bit different from the numbers I wrote over here because this is from a few days later, so that's why the numbers are different. But U.S. market is 173.5%, which puts it into the extremely overvalued category, which makes it actually, according to this metric, the most overvalued country in the world, third most overvalued country in the world, behind Hong Kong and Switzerland. And that also makes the Indian market right here extremely undervalued. Oh, and here's the explanation for this. Anything, according to the market cap GDP, anything generally under 100% means it's undervalued. Anything over 100% means it's overvalued, and anything approaching the 200% number means it's extremely overvalued. Okay, so here, we're going to go over here now. And India again. So this is the CAPE ratio, the Shiller PE. This is the regular PE. And according to these metrics, the Indian market is overvalued on the CAPE ratio and also extremely overvalued on the PE ratio. This has actually, the Indian market is the 39th place according to this guy's, this fund's criteria. I don't know what their criteria is or how they weight things, so I'm not going to speak necessarily to that, but according to their rankings, the Indian market is actually a worse investment now than the United States market, based again on their factors. I don't know what they are. But so the final answer to the question, is the Indian Sensex overvalued or undervalued, is, frankly, it depends on which metric you look at. One thing is for certain, in my opinion, it's definitely not as overvalued as the U.S. market, which is just off the charts. On, again, if you want to see the full numbers on the U.S., check out the link below where I talk about the U.S. market and how massively overvalued it is right now. Is the Indian market overvalued, undervalued? It's probably fairly valued to slightly overvalued based on those three metrics, but it's definitely not as overvalued as the United States market. Is it a good place to invest right now? Frankly, I don't know. As a United States-based investor and citizen, I cannot legally unless some laws change in recent years. But years ago when I was looking, because I had some interest from Indian investors who wanted to invest with me, I cannot, and they wanted to invest in the Indian market. I cannot legally, as a U.S. citizen, invest in the Indian market. So I don't really pay attention much to the Indian market in terms of individual companies because I can't invest there. Again, unless something changes, please let me know, because I look all over the world. So I'd love to look in India as well for potential investments. So I can't speak to the individual level, which is what I look at, which is another reason why I said the U.S. market is extremely overvalued, because pretty much every single stock I look at is massively overvalued as well. Again, I can't necessarily speak to is it a good place to invest right now, because I can't invest there, so I don't spend much time looking at the Indian market. But it's definitely less overvalued than the United States market, which means it might be a good place to look at for potential investments. If, again, you can invest there as a citizen of whatever country you are living in. Next week, I'm going to do the same thing for the Filipino stock market, because again, the United States we already talked about, India we've already talked about, Philippines we're going to talk about next. These are the three countries we get the most views from. So I'm going to evaluate the Filipino market next week, and then the week after that, I'm going to tell you, based again on these metrics, which may be the best company or country to invest in right now, or to look for investments right now, based on the overall market valuation. Again, normally I don't care about that. And frankly, I don't care about that. I'll invest. The United States market is extremely overvalued right now. But if I can find individual stocks that fit my criteria and were undervalued, I would still buy. So I don't care about the overall market valuation past a certain degree. But it's still important to pay attention to, because you want to kind of keep an eye out for bubbles. Even though I don't believe in timing the market, you kind of want to keep an eye out for things as well, just so you're cognizant of what's going on in the overall bigger market. So next week, Filipino market. Then I'm going to, based on, again, these three metrics, tell you or show you which country to possibly look in for potential investments that may be the most undervalued countries to look in, because frankly, there's not much investment opportunity in most countries worldwide, but there's always opportunity out there. It's just a matter of where you're looking and how you're looking in your mindset. There's always somewhere that's undervalued. Hopefully, we'll see. Again, I haven't done that analysis yet, so hopefully there's somewhere that's undervalued right now that we can potentially look at, but we'll find that out in a couple weeks. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have some bigger insights into the Indian market, please let me know in the comments below, because again, I invest all over the world and I would love to invest in India. But to my knowledge, unless something's changed in recent years, I cannot as a U.S. citizen. So I don't spend a lot of time looking there. So if you have some more insights on the Indian market, let me know. If you're evaluating individual stocks over there, if you live there and you have some kind of macroeconomic outlook that I don't have, obviously not being a citizen of India, not living there, that'd be awesome as well, especially with the coronavirus kind of going crazy over there right now. So that'd be greatly appreciated. Well, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, love, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time we release a new video. We're releasing new videos all the time. If you're listening on the podcast, like, love, share, subscribe, download, all that good stuff. We would really appreciate a review, because the more reviews, views, and listens we get on our content, the more people we can help. If you're looking to become a better value investor faster, we have some free resources below. You can get free valuation templates, free gifts. You can get some of our other resources for free, and you can also get access or to learn about some of our paid programs as well in the links below. But until next time, hope you have a great day. Talk soon.